Welcome to the basic setup of the charm by Gammill. In this episode, we'll show you how to properly thread your machine. Now let's begin. Start by putting your cone of thread onto the cone holder, or if you'd like to use your small cones of thread, you can use the horizontal spool holder located on the top of the machine. Make sure to give your spool plenty of room to move on the holder, and also that the thread goes over the top of the spool. We'll continue threading with this cone. Start by running it through the thread guides. And over to the small guide. Next to the intermittent tension thread guide, located next to the intermittent tension disc. For this, we're going to do a loop through the thread guide, because sometimes your finer threads or your slicker threads will try to slip out of these discs. So to prevent that from happening, we're going to loop in and back out of this thread guide. So we create a loop in our thread and push that through the guide. Grabbing it with your other hand, holding on to the thread with your right hand, make the loop larger and pull that around the tension disc. Then take your thread up to the thread break sensor. Wrap it around a couple of times, and then over to the 3-hole thread guide. The 3-hole thread guide works as a natural tensioner, giving you a little bit of more of adjustment in your tension. So it can be threaded several different ways. The first way, which would be a little bit looser, is to thread it up through the first hole, skipping the second hole, and down through the third hole. To cause a little more tension on the thread, you can thread it through each hole. So up through the first, down through the second, and up again through the third. To put a little more tension on the thread, you can do a looping thread. So you thread up through the first and then go back up through the second, causing a loop here, and again up through the third. So we want to take it over this hook and around the rotary tension 1 3/4 turn. On the 3/4 turn, we want to catch the check spring and bring that back down, loop under this hook and up through the thread guides to the take-up lever. Now we'll follow the rest of the remaining thread guides down to the needle. Now when we go to thread the needle, we might want to give our thread a little bit of a snip for a crisp edge. And we want to make sure to thread our needle from left to right.